Nerding and Hoarding. Quick and dirty DIY electronics.
So let's check this madness out right here. In the early morning, I step up to finish this terrible mess that we call a little circuits. Alright. So let's shut the fuck up and just focus and get this build done. So I worked a little bit on the panel design using a pen. What's it called? Magic marker. Because the glue made the translucent plastic a little bit ugly right here, just covered it with black paint-ish pen. Alright. So where were we? So we are here and we are going to try to insert all of these legs into here, which is a little bit hard to do when you just woke up, sort of. Not really. I woke up a long time ago, but no, sounds good in the storytelling of this video right here. So let's clean up this desk and start to make some noise. So yes, focus, where am I am here. We are building the VU meter 0084 by Nerding and Hoarding, and it's gonna be a sweet looking module. Alright. So the first thing that we will do, of course, is inserting the first wire in the first hole, and then we sort of just go on. Or is it more easy to actually do it another method? Well, I have another method, and that method is called first line it up, then put it in. Yes, that's a good idea. So sort of line it up, and then sort of bend a little bit, and then do a few more from the other side. Okay, here we go. Okay, my brain is like a little very strange fruit which is boiled for a very, very long time. Yeah, so this is not gonna work because I'm a failure, and this whole thing is going to fail, is what my brain keeps telling me. But what I try to tell it then is to please keep the faith. Faith is the last thing that leaves a dying man, and so on and so forth. And of course I try to tell myself this shit doesn't matter, but then again, you know, it's a hobby. A hobby is meant for your enjoyment, relaxation, and self-fulfillment. It's not something that actually matters in the real world. But then again, in our new online market economy, the nerding has become a huge industry. So this is part of the nerding tutorial industry. So then it might actually be for real now, isn't it? Wow, what do you know? So I actually was able to insert it here, so hooray for me. unfortunately I'm going to fail on the next step, which is called soldering, because you know I am no, I'm actually quite decent at soldering, but I am very bad at having good solder, having good solder iron, and having good things to work with. So I'm actually gonna pause now. So welcome to solder time, and we are soldering away like the mad nerds persons we are. Why am I talking in pluralis? Well, because I want to involve you, my beautiful viewers, in my own activity, so you don't actually have to do anything but just watch my actions and sort of think that you are also doing something. I don't know, actually. I will think about that when YouTubers speak in plural. Why is this not working? Well, it's because your soldering is never working. Yes, I know that. So, you know, when you push solder against the soldering iron, usually it's supposed to melt. So I am having some kind of second thoughts about what is actually going on right here. Oh, there you go. Now the soldering iron was too cold. Now it's a little bit more warm, so it's getting to go a little better, with an emphasis on little, very little, but still, you know, it is actually working. So as long as it's working, I will not be disappointed. I will actually be hopeful, because hope is the last thing that leaves a dying man, as I always say, and it's very, 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 very bad expression. Okay. So but you know, because I am not a musician, I don't know the first thing about playing a song on an instrument. So why am I building synthesizers? Well, because I think it's fun to build synthesizers, but I am a visual artist. So I am thinking about, you know, making visuals with these synthesizers. Is that a good idea, or is it an excellent idea? Ow! What do you think? Well, you can look at my video called oscillation something something, with something green image on it, and there is sort of oscilloscope, analog patterns on the oscilloscope, because it's beautiful, you know. So there you go. I said something that's very hard to understand, and I don't even know how to go on. Well, yes, this is sort of something that is visual. That's where I wanted to get to. So this is a visual thing called a VU meter. I don't actually know what the V and U stands for. Maybe something with volume universality index. Okay, so where are we now? And let's build right here. I have to look at the build, look at the schematic and see what we have to go, what more we must do. So just bend that out there and we actually have something that is holding the circuit in place. Hooray for us. Yes, we have a lot of cables here that we must attach to something. Yes, now I remember. We should put a switch here, right here, and a potentiometer right here. Unfortunately, I accidentally used whiteboard marker instead of magic marker, so you see it's actually coming off. I was hoping that wouldn't happen, but you know, that's how it goes. Shit happens, and then you something, I forgot the saying. Anyway, so take out one switch and one potentiometer. What will the potentiometer do? Well, it's gonna do this. So it has to be a 10, so that's 103 in the coding scheme. And a switch with 2 points to swing between. That's that one. So beautiful, beautiful. Unfortunately, the switch is supposed to have a nut and screw on it, but that is gone, so we have to search in the scrap drawer. So let's just take this one here, and it doesn't fit, but who cares? I don't care, you don't care, this is too large. Okay, so it's not gonna work. I am a total failure and a hack. And oh, there you go. Here it is. Something is too small. Okay, too small. Okay, beautiful. Here is the correct one. Yes, beautiful. Yes, no, yes, no, no. I really hate those who are sort of so close to fitting, but then you notice it's actually wrong. Yeah, you don't even see what I'm doing here. You don't even look. Look here. Look what I have to do. Look here. You see? Look through a lot of screws and scraps and shit and all, you know? This is a terrible, terrible hobby. Why did I ever get this hobby? I should have got another hobby, like botany or something. How about this one? No? Doesn't fit. So, okay. Alright, so I will throw this away and I will search for another one, because, you know, if it doesn't have it, then not only it's a fucking worthless, useless, and totally pointless. Alright, sorry, I point. Alright, there we go. That's what more like it. You see, it comes with washer, sort of extra washer and nut, and you know, perfect. Perfect. There you go. Bam, bam, bam. So why did I put it on the wrong shelf, you might wonder? Well, that's just bad luck for you, for me, for us, you know. So what am I doing? What am I doing? I have no idea. Yes, we're gonna drill this out. So we need to know how large holes we need. So you see this, we need one hole as large as this and one as large as this. So yeah, let's just skip the measuring and just simply start drilling. Because, you know, drill 3 times and measure no times. That is my motto. And when we drill in this plastic right here, it's good to take a needle or something and just point the place where the hole is supposed to go. And I say right there and right there, sort of, you know. You want to make it sort of symmetrical, because symmetry is something that some people like and other people also like. So when drilling a hole, sometimes it's good to make first a small hole and then a slightly larger hole inside of the small hole. If you understand my saying right here. Do you see what I'm doing right here? I'm having a small drill, drilling a small hole. Just like that. You see how beautiful that is? Beautiful symmetry. Then we step up from 3mm drill to a 6mm drill. Push it. Whoa. So, you see how beautiful that looks? That looks absolutely amazing. I do actually think we have a problem here. Well, it's not a huge problem, but if you look here at the width of this module, no, the panel, you see that this will not be so long thing sticking out on the other side. So therefore we will not be able to add a knob on this, but I think that doesn't matter too much. We will go knob free. So now I accidentally made an 8mm hole here, but you know, that's totally fine, because I'm a professional nerd. Well, if you pay me some money, then I'm a professional nerd. Now I'm just a hobby nerd. So please become my patron and I can become a professional nerd. So, and make sure to heat up your hot glue gun, because we are going to glue some hot glue to this one. You see, there's no way to attach it to here, so we have to glue it to right there, like that. On the back, I mean, on the back. So make sure to put somewhere the, what's it called? Pins, make them accessible from somewhere. And glue a lot of glue first, but not in the middle, of course, because then you won't be able to screw or turn your thing. So first layer of glue, and make sure to sort of hold it down thoroughly like this, and then add more glue, sort of the second layer of glue. And it could be a good idea to actually just glue one side first, like this. Maybe I should just zoom out here totally so you don't miss everything, because I'm such a lousy filmmaker. So make this get hard, this side, and then glue the other side, because the other side is slightly harder to reach. You see, you have to go from this side and then go from that side, and then finally we are, ow, fuck, that's hot. So when you're gonna sort of adjust the glue with your finger, make sure you take a finger that has thick, what's it called, skin. Is it called skin? Yeah, I think so, yeah. So I used my pinky there on the sort of upside, which has a very thin skin. If you imagine you are sort of playing guitar or something, then you get thick skin here. So that's good to think about, to use those areas of thick skin when you are going to touch some hot glue. So now it's pretty straightforward what we will do right here. If you look at this right here, so this is the same orientation now, sort of, not really exactly not, but we will go with that anyway, because it's simpler that way. So one point is the ground wire. So this is the ground wire. We put it to one of the pins on the potentiometer, which hasn't set quite yet with the hot glue, so it's sliding around here very badish thing. To actually, you should not be putting stress on that right now. So sorry, why do I always zoom in when I know that the zoom in will become very bad television? Alright, so then the other side. Okay, so beautiful. Well, let's just solder this down while we are still active, while we are still not fucking up everything. Alright, soldering iron has become totally useless again. No, not totally useless, but the tip of it. Alright, so we have the ground wire ready, so let's just scratch that one. What am I doing here? Come on, I did something wrong and I'm sorry. Okay, I fucked up. Okay, yes, I fucked up, sorry about that. Okie dokie, I just guessed that this was ground, but it's not ground, it is actually the power cable. So we have to unsolder, which is even harder than actually solder. You stupid motherfucking fan fucker. Alright, I'm not irritated, I'm just slightly frustrated. Alright. Oh, it worked like a charm right there. So this is instead going to the center leg of that. See how easy it is to make something wrong? It's so simple. It just takes one guess of your brain, which is a wrong guess. And there you go. You have made something wrong. So this line goes to the center leg here. Because the center leg is going to choose the voltage that is going to go into the what's it called, LEDs. and we should be able to adjust the sort of strength of the shining. Alright, so always look on the drawing, and now we can cross this off and we can feel proud that we have accomplished something great. Now we can actually think a little bit smart here. If we turn this all the way to the left, then it will be well, we want the weakest possible signal then, so from here to here. So that is where we put our ground cable. And in this build I'm using white for ground because I don't have any more green cable that is actually possible to work with. I only have the old Ethernet cable that is not so good. So turn it and see where it is closest to, and just use that one for ground. So I'm using for ground the same as in the image here, so that's good to know. And ground is also going to this pin right here, so we can just put both connections at the same time. And of course it's also going to go to the ground on the project board, on the strip board. So we have 3 points to line up, what to solder, I mean to solder. So right in here in the center here, because I don't remember where more do we have ground. There. Yes, line 3. But we might as well just take that motherfucker and put it in there, and hopefully that would do. No, that will not do. So let's put it in there. Yes. Okay, so this is a nightmare solder right here. You see this mess? It looks like a total mess. I mean, here you see there's a huge blob of solder there, and then I mean a really bad solder that's impossible to melt in all of this negative things. Did you see that? There is something definitely wrong with this solder right here. It's as if the melting is created by a chemical reaction that stops very quickly. So you see yeah, I can't even start to express how bad the solder is. So therefore I am desperately now attacking it with this heat thing right here to melt everything. And you know, this is 1200 Celsius flame, which destroys the board totally. So alright, so this is exactly what this is, our ground, which we now have connected hopefully. So now this point right here and this point right here should get a red wire going to it like this. So then I am just putting it straight through the eyelet here. It's harder for a camel to go through an eye of a soldering thing, button switch, throw switch, than an elephant going through the house of God or something like that. Have you heard that? There's such a nice story to that. Something about the Bible, I think. It's easier for a sinner to go through a camel's nail head than for a camel to go through 7 hard years. Fat years, 7 fat years, yes. And remember, God is great. Yeah, he's actually a great guy. I met him once in Connecticut. I have no idea what I'm talking about now, so please just turn off the volume of your device, of your computer, your cell phone, your tablet, or your television, or whatever you are viewing me on, because I am just so stupid, saying so much stupid shit, and you love me. Say you love me. Alright, focus now, you stupid motherfucker. I'm talking to myself. Alright. So what the fuck am I doing now? Yes. So this right here, connect the input to the line that is the longest down line. Right there. And if you happen to have this long lead, you don't need it. You can cut it off very much shorter, just like that, and strip off the edge like that. Who am I kidding? I always strip wire with my mouth because it's so much easier than any other method. So that is down. This one can be cut off because we don't need that anymore. And finally this one right here, if you see here, this one goes to center of this throw switch. Okay, I forgot to solder that. So I forgot to solder the ground wire. Very easy to forget things when you are stupid in the head like me, but you know, just if you make a mistake, just politely say you're sorry and just fix the mistake and just go on. You know, you don't need to make a big thing about it, saying that you are worthless and deserve to go to prison and all of those stupid things. Because it's not about you, it's about the tutorial and the circuit. I'm just a vessel of this, you know. I'm not important. I'm just a human being who's got a hobby where I solder things. But the most important thing is, well, actually the most important thing is me, because I am talking to you because I want to talk to someone, because you know I am having a problem where I have turned into a little turtle, or what the fuck? I'm sorry, I have to bring out the blowtorch again because it's fucking impossible to solder this fucking shit. Fuck, cheat, fuck. Alright, do you see what kind of damage this can cause? This could probably burn down a house in just a matter of minutes. So the throw switch needs to have a center thing connected to it. Oh, so good. Alright, such a fun hobby. Why did I ever take it up? No. You know, a hobby is good to have, you know. It's very good to have a hobby. If you don't have a hobby, I mean, what are you supposed to do with all your life, you know? I mean, this is just like that, you know. You need to have it, of course. I mean, what else are you gonna do with your life? So there you go. We have exactly nowhere to solder on the soldering iron, so I have to try to get it to work again. I hate to say how many times I have done this, but it's fucking. To call this a fucking disaster is to flatter it. Right, so maybe the soldering iron is beginning to sort of work. I don't know. there's something happening here at least. So no, it's not working at all. No, it's fucking impossible. So, there you go. Okay, I think we are actually done, ready here. So, let's test the thing. Unfortunately, it stopped being beautiful now. It started to look like shit again, but you know, what can we do about that? I cannot, for the love of God, find a magic marker. So the only thing you need to do is just mark this with a magic marker, you know. I don't got no fucking magic marker, so what do? Well, I complain to my beautiful viewers right here. So then we just need to take any kind of noise signal that we have. Doesn't need to be noise, it can be anything, just like this. And we put that right there, and then we just keep on routing it to the amplifier. Unfortunately, the wire is too short, so we can't see what is going on here. So what do? We need a longer lead. So we take this. Beautiful. And let's route in a little bit of low frequency change of the signal, because that is definitely what we're going to need. Like this. Okay. So if you're very observant, you have noticed that we have actually one light shining here, even before we attached our power. So I'm actually going to try to block out the light totally here. Ah, we don't need to do that. Okay, so I connect power now. Hold your fingers and whatever you cross your fingers, hold your thumbs or whatever you say in your language. Unfortunately, we short-circuited the negative power there. Just gonna turn off that audio for just a little second there. So we are short-circuiting the negative power, which is probably because of this mess right here, which is, I think, the only place where the negative voltage is actually involved in the circuit, because it doesn't use negative voltage even. So I just scratch that out, and we just try slowly again to test the power supply. Yes, now it's working. Okay, beautiful. So now we are gonna look on this and see how beautiful it is. At the same time as we are listening to a beautiful wave right there. So if you're very observant, you see that it's actually not working at all. That's too sad. So it's making lights, but not the way I thought it was gonna do, but at least we have some kind of, let's test some other, but for the sake of it, just let's just insert a voltage coming, straight voltage coming in here. So there's some blinking going on here. I have no idea why it's doing that, but you know, who cares? I don't care, you don't care, we don't care, because we are so cool and we don't care about anything. Because, did you see that? Why is it doing that? Alright, so what do we do? I have no idea. Just do anything. Yes. Okay, where are we? Why is there no sound here? Alright, so do we have anything that gives a really hard signal? I have no idea. Okay. Yeah, you see that? We get a blink there. One blink. Is that the best you can do? You stupid person. Ah, I remember there's a trim pot on the back here. What happened there? You see that? That looks cool. So there's a trim pot here, back here. I forgot about it. So if we trim that, what will happen? So I will just trim it while we look at this ring right here. So I can't really see anything happening right there. So there's something wrong with number 7 here. Ah, these are so close to each other that they're actually sort of short-circuiting each other, which is really bad. So we have to sort of bend them out like that. You see? Whoa, mama. So as you see, it is not working as intended, which is a real good thing, because this is much more interesting. And if you look at my power supply here, look at the red light here, then you see that there is something messing with it here. Something is short-circuiting it, which is not so bad. I mean, not so good. I mean, it's not so good. So what else do we have for a sort of signal? We have nothing coming in here, which is fine. Just must try to make some noise here, because without noise we are not having anything to actually look at. there's some noise for you. Right. So we have some kind of strange echo noise going on now. Right, so this controls the lightness of the diodes right here, you see. And this one on the back is supposed to do something else. Sort of set a reference value for the incoming voltage. But I forgot what it was. It could of course be fucked up because I soldered it myself. And if we look at it, I forgot to attach it to the rest of the circuit. You see that? Well, you don't need to see it. I see it. So we're not having a reference. So we're comparing the incoming signal to nothing, which is not a good thing to do. So if we look here, there are two wires that I forgot. See this wire here? I forgot that wire, and I forgot that wire. So I'm gonna have to fix those, and then we might be finished. So if you see this circuit and the actual circuit, so you see circuit, actual circuit, circuit, actual circuit, circuit, actual circuit. What is missing? So if I count from this here, count from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 and 7 should go to this line right here. And let's just take a little wire lead then and see what kind of mess we can create. So what did I say? 1, 2, 3, 4, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Okay. So, and the upmost strip right here. Okay, beautiful, 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 beautiful. Yeah. And then there was one more that I forgot where it is. Just look careful here. Alright, I will have to zoom in because I can't see with my bare eyes. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So from 8 to the center pin leg right there. And also a third little addition to the collection of ground connectors that we have in this particular circuit. Ow! Oh, I made a hole in my finger, look. Alright, so where were we? Yes, blue wire. Gonna connect something to something else. Okay, I don't have any blue wire. Of course you have blue wire. Your desk is practically made out of blue wires. Yes, just fuck up and just get your shit finished already. We need to put it on the internet. So, where is this Have you seen this mess? It's not mess, it's beautiful. So, let's just see right there, you see? Here, from here. Bam. Bam. You see how small this is? Look at my fingers, they're huge. I mean, they're not small, my thumbs, but they're not that large. Alright, so where are we? So, try to insert this into the second strip from above is fucking impossible, and yes. How do people actually do this? It's so impossible to do this kind of stuff, you know? Alright, so there we go, like that, and this, we go like this. Okay, it's not working. It's definitely not working. So what do? Well, we just sort of do it like that. Okay, I'm definitely going to fail on this soldering right here because I woke up on the wrong side of the bed this morning, you know, like they say. No, it's not working. This soldering iron is not working at all. Well, now it starts to actually work at the tip, which is what it's supposed to do, which it has never ever done. But you know, thank you, God above, or whoever made this thing actually work. Might have been myself when I did the maintenance work. Yes, of course. Feels like I'm smoking a cigar here because I don't have the fan on, so I get the smoke exactly straight into my mouth, which is doesn't taste bad, but it isn't just like a cigar. It's not good for my lungs, my throat, and all that. Alright, I got to actually a real good mood when this thing accidentally started working. It's often, very often, the other way around that something stops working for me. But now, the last thing to do is attach the last ground lead. Okay, I'm just gonna try to see if I have anywhere to connect the ground. So ground is here, and let's see, ground is supposed to be there as well. So I mean, I have no words to express how good it feels to actually have a soldering iron that is working for just as long as it is, you know. If you got a soldering iron working today, you don't need a soldering iron working tomorrow, man, because that's what it is, man. You gotta call that love. Alright, thank you, Janet Joplin, for that insightful information, and just cut off the excess leads and let's try it out. You know, it looks so easy in the videos, doesn't it? In the fucking videos on YouTube, it looks like everything is so easy to build, but this is so fucking hard. Everything is so stupidly fucking hard because it's reality. Reality. how can I even start to express what reality is in a video, because video itself is what is not real. Alright, enough with the philosophy, and just get the fucking on with this noise making scheme right here. Where's plus? Alright. So we have exactly no input right here, but I will put input. Haha, put input. Alright, I accidentally got on a good mood now. I'm sorry about that. Will never happen again. So we got exactly 0 working LEDs here. If you don't know what 0 is, it means nothing. Okay, and we have nothing working here, and exactly, there we got something. Alright, there we got something more. So we have, okay. Okay. Alright, I'll try another input, which is pure voltage. Yes, pure voltage right here. I see. So this is sort of 12 volts right here. So let's just adjust here and see if we can get anything to work. No. Yes. Right, so can we get anything to work in another way? Alright, so now I turn the voltage down. No, that's not enough. Okay. So it's Night Rider for you right there. So just try to get that little threshold right there and just adjust slightly. Alright, and now just up and down. So it's definitely not functioning as it's intended to do. But who can blame it, you know? It's just a stupid thing that is, you know, supposed to work, but I built it, so of course it's not working. What is that? Loose connection, yes. It's fucked up connection right somewhere. Okay, thank you for that, my dear merry friend. This is actually the sound of my power supply right here, which must indicate that it is pretty bad. A lot of noises going on in it. So try to find that particular source of noise, but I'm not finding it. Anyway, who the fuck cares? I don't care, you don't care, we do da do da do da do da do. Alright, so if you want something that works, so please watch another channel. If you want something that is looks like a sort of mess, then you can build this circuit right here with the world's worst power supply. No, I mean soldering iron. I wonder what value is this even supposed to have? Why the fuck is it? Okay, it's 501. 105. That is so wrong, you know, that's so fucking wrong, you know. It's supposed to be 10. Okay, we have a big problem, and I'm not serious. I forget one component. We're supposed to have a... Okay, so last chance. We are supposed to add a 10 microfarad capacitor between between LED and ground. And I call LED what is, you know, which has the LEDs. So I call it LED just for simplicity. So I will just attach that and we will see if anything is going to happen, which of course it will not, because this is nerding and hoarding and failing. Failing and hoarding. Failing and hoarding. The new channel where we are failing at everything we attempt to do. Alright, are you with me, dear people, still? Let me just turn on some lights here because I don't see anything. Alright, if you see here on the paper right here, there's a little symbol of a capacitor. That's probably going to help with something. So, let's just put that in there. So the soldering iron honeymoon is over. It stopped working again. Good to know. I wave my flag of interest in your face. And the interest club is taking thorough notes on this particular information you gave us, you stupid motherfucking nerd. Alright, so new test looks like this. You see how beautiful is that? So why did I take such a wrong Kafashimber? Alright, now it's actually this that I will have to use, isn't it? To adjust something. But what is this adjusting then? You know, this thing is so strange. I don't understand anything. And specifically this one right here, it wants to shine most of all. Above all other, it wants to shine. Is that because it has some kind of soldering bubble right there? Alright. So last chance to shine. And I give you the nerding and hoarding UV meter. This is not an oscillator, this is the power supply I have. Ah, it is this. It is the fan that's fucking up my power supply. That's good to know. No, this is my power supply now. Or is it actually this that actually is making a... Could this thing be oscillating? Yeah. it's actually having an oscillator inside. So there you go, yet another interesting but not actually as intended piece of the Eurorack system right here. I will not say it's verified, and I will not say that it's totally worthless. It's a nerding and hoarding module. Yes, there you go. Thanks for watching.
Nerding and hoarding. Quick and dirty DIY electronics.